Lighting. Okay. And your name?
Leo.
Leo? Leo, do I have your permission to videotape this?
No problem.
Okay, I'm going to use it on the internet or on the YouTube. So, all right. So, Leo, the $1 million bill. Can you hold the $1 million bill up really quick so everybody gets a good look? All right. All right. So on the $1 million bill, on the question on the back, there's a $1 million question. $1 million question. You can put the $1 million bill away. The questions are basically: do you consider yourself to be a good person?
Yes.
All right, and so do I, mostly. I mean, when I can get up out of bed and put the hair in the right place, I'm okay, you know? I'm asking you some questions and just see if that's true. Is that okay?
No problem.
Okay. Have you ever told a lie, or maybe how many lies have you told in your life?
Honestly, a lot.
A lot.
I'm not going to lie.
All right, so if you told a lie, what do we call people that lie, Leo?
For example, like...
If I told you a lie, what would you call me?
A liar.
Exactly.
I don't know what else to call it.
Well, I've heard of lots of different things, but honestly, liar is the answer. Have you ever stolen anything regardless of value?
Yes, I have.
What do we call people that take things that don't belong to them?
Thief.
Okay. Have you ever looked at another human being with lust in your heart saying, wow, she's really hot, and I desire that person?
Yeah.
Jesus said if you looked at a human being with lust in your heart, you committed adultery with that person already in your heart. And one last question. Have you ever used the Lord's name as a swear word? Oh my G-O-D, G-D this?
Does Oh my Jesus count?
What's that?
Does Oh my Jesus count?
Kinda.
Oh, that's the only one I use. I don't like using mine.
Okay. So by your own admission, Leo, you're a liar, a thief, a blasphemer at heart, or blasphemer and adulterer at heart. So on Judgment Day, when God judges sin, would you be guilty or innocent?
I'm pretty sure I'll be killed.
Guilty. And God says that all liars will find their part in the lake of fire, and no blasphemer, adulterer, or thief will enter the kingdom of heaven. So does that concern you that you'd be guilty of those?
I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to die.
The answer, yeah, would you like yes?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So if he finds you guilty, he has only two sentencing options: heaven or hell. Would you go to heaven or go to hell?
I think I'll probably go to heaven. Oh.
You probably go to
Hell.
Hell? Okay. Does that concern you?
It does, but then again, what can I do, you know?
What can you do? You know what? That's the best question I've heard all night, and I'll tell you exactly what. 2,000 years ago, Jesus came into this world and lived a sinless life that you couldn't live. All right? And he didn't do that just so he could brag to his friends that I'm sinless and you're not. He was the sinless sacrifice that God requires for the payment for sin. So basically, he died in your place. He took all of God's wrath in your place. So what he's asking you to do is basically repent from known sin and trust in him. That's all he's asking you to do. Does that sound like a pretty simple arrangement?
It doesn't sound not that bad.
Not that bad.
Well, I'll probably try to do more like that, you know? Eventually.
Yeah,
little by little. You know,
eventually, but you haven't really decided when, right?
Well, maybe this year, you know, eventually, little by little. I can't just go like boom, you know?
Yeah, let me give you a card. No, that's not the card. Let me give you a card that basically, when you're ready to make that decision, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. When you're ready to make the decision, just fill out the date of your death. And then don't turn it over until then, but fill out the date of your death. The point of that card is nobody knows for sure when they're going to die.
Right.
Did you realize that 150,000 people die every day?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a large number. I really didn't know. That's one person every 2 seconds. So 10 out of 10 people pass away into eternity. What I'm saying is everybody's going to face God on Judgment Day. And you don't want to show up there and you're not ready. And so I would ask you to consider it tonight before you go to bed. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, nobody does. You know?
Nobody does, exactly. All right. Well, thank you for being such a good sport and being on my video. And I just pray that you would trust in Jesus. All right.